What's up everyone? So welcome back to another video, and first of all, as you might have already noticed if you are a regular viewer, I did change my chart color. A big change meant. And I just wanted to do that because I was kind of bored of the white and blue with a dark background, and I also think it contrasts better and it just look better, and sometimes it's good to change. And now let's break down what happened today. So I'll just focus on Euro USD because was the prettiest pair between the two. And as you guys can see, we can first remove this. I already have a few interest points marked, and we have London lows and London highs, while we also have this psychological level, which also acts as a support and resistance, per usual, with my strategy. And as you can see, during pre-New York session, price did actually swept the London highs, also the data highs, because this was CPI news candle, which printed a massive high and low. And it actually swept it, giving us a pretty good displacement pre my usual trading session, where I could have also pretty clearly have taken this trade right here, but I think it was a bit premature because as you can see on the hourly, there was a big candle taking out all this low resistance liquidity, and actually it could have been a sign for me to actually look into taking the London shorts. But when price started to reach this point right here, I was just confident or just have a bias that price would have run even further above. Therefore, I was actually not looking to take a short trade because I thought that there was not a high probability for price to actually run to these lows on the data and London session lows, which it just reached right now as we are talking. And therefore at around 4:15-20 around here, I decided to just decide to move away from the desk and go to the gym. In fact, I just came back and showered as usual, and yeah, I've came back with a big surprise, and price actually drove down from this level right here, which was potentially a good setup because it technically met all the requirements of my strategy. Let's just say we do not take this sort of earlier trade right here, but we have a good displacement right here with a structure shift, a fair value gap, and right here would have been my entry with my stop loss with a little bit of breathing room, and my take profit all the way down here. But I did not took this trade because I was a bit too focused on my higher time frame bias, I guess, and I was just not super confident that price would have broken this level right here, and therefore I've decided to fade this trade. But I mean, still better than trying to force any type of setup or entering a bad trade ending up with a loss or either a win. But I am actually really happy because I do not feel any type of resentment or FOMO from seeing this. Like, I'm not pissed that I didn't took this trade, damn, I missed a free risk to reward trade. I'm actually not pissed. It's completely fine. Sometimes good setups may show you may have been not as lucid in the moment and not see the opportunity. You will miss it, but that's just how it goes. On a larger scale of number, this is not going to affect him actual profitable trader. Sometimes it just happens, you miss a good trade, sometimes it doesn't show up, sometimes it turns into a loss, and this is just part of the game. And the most important thing, as I said, is that I don't actually feel any type of negative emotions about this, and I'm really just fine with it, and I can live with it. Meanwhile, the past myself would have crashed out, and probably I would have checked the phone while in the gym, and I would have tried to short here, short here, short here, and maybe I would have even end up with profit, but it would have been actually a bad trade where I didn't follow my rules. But as I already said in previous videos, this is actually improvement for myself. I'm self-conscious that this is actually what improving is on a day-to-day scale. You are not going to see 0 to 100 in one night. Maybe one night is going to happen, but it's going to be the result of thousands and hundreds of thousands of hours of putting in work. And this is just the reality of what it is. And yeah, I think I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, I will be able to catch a nice trade. And hopefully, you too. See you.